Bill, I want you to say 3 things that you respect about Brad.
Brad?
I think we need this. This is the content we need right now.
3 things that I respect about Brad? I respect his friendship. Okay. I respect his... I don't know, this is putting me on the spot. I respect everything about Brad. There's nothing that I disrespect about Brad. I can't think of a bad thing to say about him. Except for his dice rolls.
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
There's not one thing about Brad that I dislike, so I don't... It's a hard question to answer, because I respect everything about him.
There's nothing about Brad that you dislike?
There's nothing about any of you guys that I dislike.
Even me?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I wouldn't be here.
Never had such a pure statement of affirmation in my life. Don't ask my wife.
I don't, Michael, you're forgetting. I don't live with you.
That's true. You do not live with me.
She's got a list.
Exposure is minimal.
Triplicate filed with the county.
With the county.
With Michael, actually.
Yeah, I would agree with you with my dice rolling.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have mad disrespect for your D20.
I'd like to say that we're miffing it, intentionally to kind of get a little twist of like, oh yeah, he's a shitty roller, but no, this is depressing.
This is 100%.
I have a ritual now I go through before we start playing, finding out which dice I'm going to roll. And
you should melt all your D20s down and then cast them into one big one.
Oh, make a big one, yeah.
I came up with we were playing Agents of Edgewatch forever ago. I actually came up with a device that included a heat gun and then a plate for like a mending plate for trusses that was connected that you could turn your dice into little puddles. It was pretty handy.
What, you melted dice?
Yeah, I had I did a little test.
You got to get rid of them.
Yep. So I want to come up with a better device. I wanted to have a device that would destroy a die. Like, I don't want to put you in jail. Like, I don't want to throw you in the garbage. I don't want to throw you out a window. I want you to never be functional as a dice again. Like,
what about like a hammer pulverizer type situation?
I think the melting works because then you can melt it into something else, like something like
That's true.
I don't know yet. Maybe a spoon. Maybe I'll make a spoon out of a die.
You could build a cast of Mitchell out of sand, pour the dye juice in there, and then make a miniature.
Yeah. God damn it.
Oh, fuck, boys. I'm rolling high tonight on these sub rolls.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
So, yeah, traumatic ending.
All right. We can play.
Okay.
You guys want to do this? You guys want to play some Pathfinder?
Yeah.
I like
this game has been going on for a while now.
Yeah. Almost 60 episodes. That's insane.
I mean, we're kind of in the midst of this.
Plus minus 70, 80 hours, maybe?
You guys are down in the bowels of Candlemere Island, down in this dungeon, down at the bottom of this dungeon, having just defeated 2 gibbering mouthers down here. Disgusting affair. I can't even begin to go through all the things. I mean, Neela Trand almost died a couple of times. Donnie with the clutch recovery check on her.
He's the one who killed her.
Brad
he's the one who put her down, so I don't know how clutch it was, Mike.
He just cleaned up his own mess.
He's the one that put her down.
He's the one who put her on the ground.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. Kritala mind control. Kritala confused throughout that entire fight, running around, throwing haymakers at everybody.
Land and haymakers on everybody.
Land and haymakers. The United Front fell apart immediately after it was established. Some drama. I see Sirio's got the wounded condition. I see Neela is wounded too. And then Mitchell, of course, spent the entire battle confused inside the stomach of a gibbering mouther.
Yeah. That's a fun place to be.
What about Dry? What was what's sort of in the aftermath of this encounter? Where's Dry at mentally?
Mentally, Dry is a little confused by just the whole chain of events, like Kritala running around, haymaker and everybody, Brad being stuck inside the blob the whole time. Like, he just feels like there was nobody there helping him try to do this until the very end when everybody finally got free of whatever was controlling them. And he's also down to 18 hit points, so he's really beat up.
Is your faith is his faith in the group shaken right now?
A little bit. So he's kind of over here down in the corner drinking, probably going to drink like 2 of his 3 health potions.
I thought you were going to say herbal tea.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of
chamomile.
Pour himself a nice chamomile. Maybe make it
in the aftermath of this fight, I picture Mitchell sort of standing up, just covered in gook and guts. I mean, I guess Trand is kind of in the same state, she also got consumed.
Not good, man. I mean, like mechanically, still enfeebled 3, confused is gone, I believe, but like the whole time he was confused. But from like a brain, like his mental capacities right now, like he spent, how long was that combat? What would you say, like 5
I'd say
minutes?
4 to 5 rounds.
Yeah. So spent that long inside this gibbering, slimy ooze thing with thousands of mouths and eyes surrounding him, mumbling stuff, biting at him.
And you couldn't breathe for nearly a minute.
Right. Yeah. And just like confused, not knowing what's going on. Like maybe seeing like through some of the slime and seeing like Kratal running around like smacking people that he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shaken. Like I think back to when we played the Alien RPG game and it had the like what was it, the stress meter, or there was the panic
stress
levels.
dice.
Yeah. I keep thinking
Panic
about
dice.
that. Yeah. Panic dice. Like where would Mitch be with panic dice right now? Like he would just be, like ready to. Man. And plus, you're already in like this oppressive, like there's this aura that's not controlling, but like hanging on us. That's in this area. So yeah, not good.
Do you guys want to start doing panic dice?
No, God no. I regret saying
No.
that.
No, we don't.
Panic dice.
Let's make it harder. That's a great
You see me
idea.
over here. I
Only
was
if
starting
we
to look
get
for
an equal
D6s.
and corresponding disco dice.
Yes.
So let's go over again what this room looks like that this huge combat just took place in. As you know, the bottom few feet of this rectangular chamber are stained with an inky black, and that is this section here. There's like some kind of inky, horrible, glassy black substance here, the back end of this room. You also know that toward the other end of the wall, there are 3 strange dark shapes like frozen shadows that line the walls, as though rising out of the blackness at floor level. And there's like outlines of like bipedal figures on the walls. Again, you just get the feeling like there was something catastrophic happened down here. Very similar to that other chamber that you were in, a few minutes ago. As you're standing around in this room, I need everybody to make a perception check right now. Mitch, how'd you do?
It's 22.
Sirio.
I too got a 22.
Hey.
Donnie.
3 for 3.
22 again?
Yep.
Wow.
25,
Bill.
24.
24.
Yeah. Way to go.
I always roll higher.
Moving on.
You fuck.
Perfect. Hey, Mike, I just want to resolve that I drank 2 healing potions.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
I got back
Yeah.
19 hit points.
I'm at 18. Kratal's at 18 out of
Are you
63
guys a
HP as well.
little hyped up right now? Are you a little nervous something else is coming?
Well, I just don't want to walk around with 18 hit points.
Oh, I understand.
I guess before we resolve that, like just to kind of keep up with what you were saying, what kind of imagery, what kind of bipedals are on these walls?
Unknowable. Unknowable. I mean, medium-sized.
Is there
But
anything
whether
like,
they're
striking about them?
human or dwarven or elven, I mean, it's just, you can't know. They're more just like suggestions of, there's a suggestion that 3 different people were standing in this room and like something of power hit them, and this was documented on the wall behind them and obliterated them, and all that's left are these outlines on the wall.
I guess what I want to do is inspect the black mass as much as I can without actually touching it.
But Dry, you're looking at this glassy black mass on the floor near the center of this room, and the first thing I'd like you to do is roll a religion check.
Ooh. So, hot 11 coming in.
Dude, you lost your religion.
Long time ago.
There's some kind of sigil that is etched into the glassy obsidian surface of this mass, and you don't recognize it.
I'm gonna look over at Mitchell because Dry just assumes the sigil's magical because he doesn't know anything about it, and see if he can do an
It is
arcana.
magical.
And see if Mitch can do an
Sirio,
arcana.
it emits a strong aura of magic.
It's magic,
Mitch-
guys.
That is a, where am I entering? 22.
Okay.
Adjusted.
Yeah, you got it. Cool. No doubt in your mind, this is the spiral seal of Pharasma etched into this black, inky obsidian floor stone.
And it's been
And
defiled.
I don't think I've done a good job of really describing this. So let me tell you a little bit more about what you see. So you approach this part of the floor. If you wanted to, you could walk on it. This section of floor is about an inch raised up from the other stone tiles that you've been standing on. And as you peer down, you can see that it's like somebody poured like a black tinted epoxy
Oh, okay.
down a stairway and sealed it. Because below, down through, as you look down, as you shine your light, some light penetrates through this, and you can see a spiral staircase going down, down
shit.
below. And then at the top of this, poured epoxy, so to speak, the sigil of Pharasma is etched. And near the surface of the, again, for lack of a better word, near the surface of the epoxy, there looks to be some kind of cloth material, like just below the surface, a quarter inch from the top of the surface, like it's about to break through. It's like a piece of cloth.
We could open this pretty easily mechanically if we needed to. Is that kind of what I'm understanding from like just looking at it, or you want
if you were to hit this with a weapon, you don't know what would happen, but it's magic, whatever it is.
What kind of magic is it emanating?
Conjuration.
So I can kind of picture us like all holding some light sources and looking at this thing, walking around it. Mitch is probably like putting a tip of like a screwdriver or something underneath and kind of judging. And I guess what do you guys? I think we can get through this. We could probably break it, move it, lift it. What do you guys think?
Well, and you said the cloth looks like it's getting ready to break out.
It's like a floater. It's like floating just near the top, but it's still encased in this material.
Is it like a cast?
Is it like floating in there, or is it just like
suspended
right
near the
in the
top?
top? Okay.
It's like if somebody put like a piece of fabric in epoxy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this isn't an ooze. This is hard material.
This is hard.
It's like a resin.
Okay.
It's like a
Manufactured or
I
something.
don't know.
Yeah.
Since a couple episodes, I thought it was an ooze.
Well, I say Kratala opens it.
Sure.
I mean, he could show some goodwill towards the party instead of punching
Absolutely.
us.
I'll go there and stomp on it.
Well, is everyone in a good spot right now? Like, is everyone?
No
Yeah,
one-
why does everybody back up in case something
We're all in the lower fourth of our
breaks
HP
out.
bars.
Yeah.
I drank the last potions I had. I'm up to about 2/3 health.
I would even say people go back into the stairwell, like the room we came in. Like, just back out if something happens. Like, rush
I'm not
back
gonna.
in.
I'm not
No,
going
I'm not going to leave the room.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
here with you.
not going to leave you there. We're
All right.
just
So,
gonna
what are you
take
doing?
a hop
Unarmed
step
attack?
back.
Yeah.
You gotta just try to break this.
Are you going to try
Stuff.
to break it?
Yeah.
Like break the glass?
Yeah.
With an unarmed attack?
Yeah.
Just so we're all very clear, Dry has the bow out and an arrow notched.
Yeah,
Just so we're clear.
So is this only an inch thick, or is it
quarter inch.
the entire staircase, like feet thick?
So the piece of cloth is suspended about a quarter inch beneath the surface of this material, but you have no way of knowing how deep this cork goes down. It looks like like epoxy got poured down this stairway and just sealed it.
This is such a good idea.
Could we like burn it out? Could we do a dispel of some sort? I guess is there a? I mean, give it a whack, Kratala, see what happens. I guess, but
Make an attack roll, sir.
Yeah.
One other thing, just I don't know if it'll help. I've got that lifting belt, and you can lift an object up to 8 bulk or weightless. With an athletics check. I don't know if trying to like get under this thing and like lift it up and like break
So
it
you're trying
free.
to pull this
Yeah,
up?
yeah, if we can try that. Yeah,
see
can
that.
I get like because I mean we're seeing Mitch
would
putting a
aid on
screwdriver under right there, right? So if
Yeah,
there's a ledge,
yeah.
can you get under there and?
You get your
Mitch will aid
fingertips
in
in it.
that attempt. If
Okay.
that,
Dry would aid too. We're just going to try and lift it up.
Okay.
Chris,
So
get a spell ready.
So I think one person can try to aid. So who's going to try? I think that's weird. I think you can all, if you're all lifting together, you're all
Yeah.
lifting together.
it's not much of an aid with me being enfeebled 3. But
Okay,
sure.
so we all went
So-
from everybody get back to like everybody get under there and
Everybody,
lift
yeah.
and make
Yeah,
sure
let's get
make sure
right
you
now.
lift with your back, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Lock your knees.
right.
Bend
Trand is
over
there
your
with
hips.
you.
Okay.
Trand is there. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an athletics check.
All
So
right,
let's
as
see what
well.
happens.
Well, that's definitely an aid.
My athletics is a 14 plus 9, so 23.
Okay. Attempts to aid are not relevant, to this, because as the four of you get in under this, you try to find little lips under this material where it meets with the brick. It's just nothing happens.
Nothing's going to
This
happen.
thing is
just can't get purchase.
Yeah, and it is just, it's unliftable.
All right. Well, let's try stomping on it and doing an unarmed attack. See if
When
we
in
can
doubt,
break
hit
it
it with a stick.
Absolutely. That's going to be a 14 on the die.
Roll a damage roll.
Oh, okay. 2d8 plus
its AC?
4. Yeah. Sure, it's low. It's going to be 7 damage.
Okay, so there's no.
No, I'm sorry.
discernible effect.
I'm sorry. These were. I rolled 2d8. I meant to do 2d6. Sorry. So that's actually 12 damage.
12 damage. There's no discernible effect from your attempt to like stomp or punch this thing. And anyone within 60 feet, I need a fortitude save.
Motherfuck.
That's everyone.
Donnie, why did you do that?
Sorry.
You guys all agreed. Quitala, how'd you do?
29.
29. That's, that's pretty high. It's a critical failure.
Wow. That was
Can
a
anyone
natural.
beat
That was
a 29?
That was a natural 19 too.
Can anyone beat a 29?
No.
No, I got 26.
The entire party critically fails.
Awesome.
You are all knocked prone
Huh.
as this backlash, as this defensive mechanism emits forth from this material. Boom, it just washes over you. All of you become stupefied 3
All right.
for 24 hours.
I fucking hate this game.
Yeah.
As
All
this
right.
thing just penetrates into your mind, and your doomed values increase by 1. You
does that
all
mean?
become doomed
Awesome.
1. And you realize that what you behold in front of you is obscenely powerful and dangerous.
Mitch wants to take an attack at it now.
Yes, I would like to stop it again.
That's not going to stop us. Oh, just kidding.
Obscenely powerful and dangerous.
Wow.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal, though. As you stomped on this thing, teeny tiny hairline crack over that piece of cloth. You think, one more. Maybe I could get it.
Well, everybody gets 60 feet back. Right? I'm telling you, everybody go back up that stairwell. We're going to stomp on this thing again.
The worst that can happen mechanically is that Krutala goes to doomed 2.
That's right.
Because he's already stupefied 3. You can't,
Yep.
Should we talk about Doomed? What does that mean?
Yeah, let's talk about doomed for a
Doomed,
second.
a
What
powerful-
is doomed?
What is doomed?
A powerful force has gripped your soul, calling you closer to death. Doom always includes a value. The dying value at which you die is reduced by your doomed value.
Oh.
Oh, that's
If
not cool.
If your maximum dying value is reduced to 0, you die instantly. When you die,
So
you are no
what-
longer doomed.
So everyone in the party dies at dying 3 right now.
Dying 4.
Dying 4.
Somebody took Die Hard.
Oh, somebody take Die Hard.
So Krutala,
Yeah.
if you do this,
Uh-huh.
you're going to go doomed 2 and then die at dying 2,
Yeah.
Which is a crit.
Right.
which is a crit that puts you under.
Yeah.
I have a question.
How? What's your question?
How hard was that hit that Kratala hit on that?
12 damage. It's 12 damage.
It's a big hit.
So, here's the question. Could Lindsay use telekinetic projectile and start throwing random rocks in the room at that thing while we're all in the back of the staircase?
Oh.
Why not?
What if, can we convince Mila
I think she's
to
got a
attack
60
it?
foot.
Yeah, the range is
on
only
that.
30 on.
I will tell you that the burst appears to be a 60 foot.
Well, if we took a day of time, I could craft a landmine.
Well, if you took 20,
Syria put a fireball on it from the.
if you took 24 hours, the
And-
doom condition drops off.
Sorry, just to be clear, like we can't just like walk past this thing. Like this thing's in our way from what's
Well,
beyond. There's the spiral
It
staircase.
looks like there's
Can we
another
get-
level to the dungeon down below this.
Yeah, but we can't like this thing is covering the way we would go. Like
Yeah.
we can't just like walk around it or walk over it or anything like that,
No,
right?
No, it is
Okay.
sealing the
sealing
the
the-
spiral staircase going down.
No, don't forget, there's other parts of this dungeon that we haven't been in yet.
You know,
Like, we could backtrack and go back to the staircases that we passed and try and find another way down without killing anybody.
Kurtala looks at the group and goes, guys, I'm going to stomp it again. I think I can get that cloth out of there. I'll let y'all run. I'll let y'all back up if you want, but I think I can take this thing out.
Try's going to walk by and pat him on the back and walk back over to here.
so the seal of Pharasma is the only thing I think right now in Mitch's mind that's like, this would be okay to open. Like, otherwise, this is like something scary down there. Like,
I have a question.
Or maybe Pharasma was sealing something in down there. This is like one of those rocks you don't lift because God put it there for a reason. You know?
Yeah, to lift up.
All right. Like,
So
so
you guys all go up the steps.
shit.
Kurtala's stupefied. He's already feeling like he just went through some bad shit and almost killed everybody. So, like, to me, this is he's like, we got to move forward. This is the only way he sees moving forward. So he's definitely not thinking straight.
I got that feeling about this.
And let's roll. Oh, that's a 29. Hit. You want some
The
damage?
tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll damage.
Right.
I don't think
2d6.
it's ACs.
2d6 plus 4.
Come on.
It's going to be 13 damage.
Make the fort save. The pulse happens again.
Yeah, fort save. It's a
can't
natural.
crit fail.
You can't crit fail. Natural 1. I crit fail it.
I can't double crit fail you. So you go to doomed 2. The stupefied 3 is just, it is what it is.
Any change on that? Like, does that those
Make a
hairline
perception check.
fractures? Oh, okay.
One more hit. We'll do it.
13 perception.
Ooh. Okay. You it's already happening as you see it. Okay. You see that you increased the width of the crack over the piece of cloth, and the cloth appears to be exposed to the atmosphere now.
Okay.
Like you've uncovered it, and the crack is filling in
Oh.
as this thing is regrowing itself, and it's happening very quickly. And you have a very short window of time to grab at this piece of cloth.
What do you want
and
that roll?
yank it up and out.
Is that athletics?
And I think
that
I
acrobatics?
need you to make. I think it needs to be. Yeah, I think it needs to be an athletics check to quickly grab at this thing and yank it up if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Okay.
It's a 28.
Okay.
Come on.
So it begins to slide up as you're pulling on it, and it catches just at the very end, and you're yanking at this thing, and just when you think you're not going to get it anymore, there's like a tiny tear that occurs on the piece of cloth, and then you get it free. And you're now holding it, and it's red,
Yeah?
and it's this sort of like triangular, sort of tailored cloth looking thing, and you're like holding it up in front of you, and it's like the size, it's kind of this big. It's not that large. It looks like maybe it can kind of hook around. It looks like it's some kind of ancient, very out of style, very retro dueling cape.
Oh.
Like it's a piece of gear.
Wow.
It's a dueling cape.
A dueling cape.
And it's very obviously runed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do I know what type of runes?
Fuck no.
No.
Well, I guess you could roll an Arcana check.
I do yell back up at the group that I got, but the glassy thing is reformed and still like
Regenerates.
You can't even tell that I did anything to it at this point, right?
Yeah,
Essentially,
it's unmarked.
okay. So
And you get a better look at this thing, and now you've noticed no dust has settled on it. It's clear. It's pristine. It's gorgeous. It's totally untouched by time.
yeah, and in a stupefied voice, he yells up all the wrong names and tells them all to come down.
You guys come back down. And yeah, you've got this. It's like it's a dueling cape, and you know what I'm talking about. The dueling cape, like it hangs off of one shoulder,
Yeah.
and a duelist can use it as a shield.
It's like Lando Calrissian cape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's a piece of gear. It's an armor slot that they added. You can pull a dueling cape you're wearing from your shoulder, and you can wrap it around your arm with a single interact action. While wielding a dueling cape this way, the cape uses that arm and that hand, and you can't hold anything else in the hand. While you do so, once you've got it equipped in this manner, you can then spend an action to hold it in a protective position, giving you a +1 circumstance bonus to AC and deception checks to feint. until
wow.
the start of your next turn. So it's like it's like a shield slot, but you wear it on your shoulder.
Wow.
Nice.
That's really cool. Sounds like a good, maybe a good rogue
More
thing to
gear
have.
for knock knock.
Or knock knock, yeah.
Fuck that. I'm a hunter. It's a stat stick. Put it on me.
Oh,
Let's
there you
go.
You want me to roll on those runes with Arcana with my stupefied? Yeah.
Yeah, because you could be like, I don't know what those are.
13. That looks like a remote control.
You're not sure.
Hey, Kratel, I got to look at that one. Then my head clears a little bit. Like right now, I'm not seeing what this thing is.
And Gutella says,
You're
look
not
at
sure
look at
it
what?
is.
What are you talking about, dude?
That napkin you're holding.
Oh, yeah, and he wipes his face, then hands it over to him. He's like, you can have it if you want.
Mitch blows his nose.
Come on,
Put
man.
those into the dueling cave.
Into the magical cape. We're just using it as a snot rag.
Do you guys search the room?
Yes, of course we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we already did.
I thought we did too, yeah. I thought Dry had
I thought-
kind of
yeah,
walked
that's
the
what we found.
perimeter.
Yeah.
Or the perimeter. He found this,
Did
yeah.
you walk the perimeter?
Yeah,
I did.
at last episode.
Okay. So while all this chicanery is going on, Dry, you notice the remnants of an ancient satchel in the corner of the room. And
satchel.
as you go to pick it up, it just disintegrates in your hands. And
Spiders.
it's full of spiders. Yeah, and they all go everywhere. And you notice a couple of things, but 3 rune stones preserved through the millennia
Oh, nice.
topple out from the remains of the satchel.
Ruined, or are they just for the commodity of a rune
They
stone?
they have runes etched on them.
Oh,
And
well,
they're all different.
Try's going to look at them and be like, oh, pretty rocks. And then he's going to walk over and
that's
hand them to somebody who's much more attuned to the rune reading.
That's a natural one for Mitch. He does not know what those are.
You know, Lindsay is
Thank
here
God.
for you.
Thank God.
Hi.
Thank God for the NPCs.
She sees the first runestone as an armor potency rune +1.
Oh,
Yes.
This runestone can increase AC on a piece of armor by 1.
Is that a blue?
The next
is that a blue slot?
runestone is a weapon property rune. It's cunning, is what it's called. And the cunning property rune allows you to make a recall knowledge check about a creature that you just hit with the weapon as a free action.
nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then the third runestone is the Shadow Armor property runestone, which gives a +1 bonus to stealth checks made while wearing the armor. The armor becomes inky black once the rune is etched on this.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put
Lindsay
them
goes,
all.
"They're nice."
I'll put them all on me. Thanks, guys.
They're nice, y'all.
Good talk. I'm just gonna give them. I'm just gonna put them in my pack, and we'll figure it out when we get back to the kingdom.
Yeah, we can't install it right now anyway. So
Yeah, nobody here's smart enough currently.
you don't want me
Definitely
making
not.
stupefied crafting checks?
What? Sounds like a great idea.
Okay. Chris, where's the king at? What's on his mind with this seal, this sigil of Pharasma, evidence that people died in this room and in other chambers 1,000 years ago? What is going on?
Well, after kind of observing what happened when Gertala tried to smack and break this thing, it's clearly super powerful. I don't know too much about the gods and all that, but I know Pharasma is kind of a big deal with the death and the dying, so that doesn't bode well for for Sirio. And the fact that it regened almost immediately after even a minor crack in it was made. I mean, it's super powerful. So it's been sealed for probably 1,000 years at this point. I think it can remain sealed until we ourselves become more powerful or find someone more powerful to come open it and check it out.
Is that what you tell your advisors?
Yeah, because I was standing several rooms away, but now I'm back in this room, but about as far away from this thing as I can in the corner here.
Yeah, I think that's wise. I mean, it is in our backyard per se still, and we should keep an eye on it.
Definitely.
Do you think you want to post guards on this island or something, or
I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, at the bridge and then actually at the tower, not in the tower, not in the tower, so they're going to get debuffed by whatever that horrible thing is that's hanging on us. But that's kind of where Mitch's head goes. Is he thinks that whatever's causing that aura is under that seal.
The power level is about the same between both effects, you think?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, and Sirio's, I mean, he's terrible at the knowledge skills, but I don't know. As a player, I'm just concerned that whatever sealed them in there, either the three silhouettes that remain, sealed it up and they perished along with whatever they did to seal it up, or they were, I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
Make a perception check.
Oh, 19 plus 12. So
You're
that's,
looking
31.
at the seal, and you're looking at the silhouettes on the back walls, and your mind fills in the angles, and you think that the three silhouettes were stationed closer around this seal, and were whatever emission of power obliterated them and cast their remnants onto the walls originated right from the seal. What do you do now?
Let's make camp in this room. No.
do you guys want to finish out exploring what's left of the place, or do you just want to make
Dude,
a
it's
break?
stupefied 3 and enfeebled 3.
Or
Mitch
do you want to
doesn't wanna
make
do
a break
shit.
back to the kingdom?
Gosh, I don't know. Be worth a peek, but
Look, we can always
We
come
gotta take-
back.
Some kind of break to get rid of all these conditions.
Yeah, we need like a
let's
month
go,
off.
Let's go to the surface and camp overnight, then come back down, get our slots back, get ourselves put back together.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good either way. I would like to. I think Kurtal would want to finish this out, though. I don't think he'd be comfortable leaving, not knowing what else is down here.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's break back up to the surface, pitch a tent, and get some sleep.
Well, I guess before we camp, would camping remove all of these conditions? Like, how do you get rid of doomed? How do you get rid of enfeebled? How do you
Doomed
get rid
is
of stupefied?
full night's rest.
Doom
You
goes
drop
with full night's rest.
One level.
one-
I'll
one
still be
level.
doomed 1. Kurtal will still be doomed 1 tomorrow morning.
The enfeebled degrades once per hour, one rank per hour. The stupefied 3 is for 24 hours. So that's not going anywhere
Okay.
after a long rest.
So basically, going up and camping isn't going to do anything. It'll
Take
refill our.
enfeebled off.
It'll take enfeeble off, and it'll redo our spell slots.
I think while we're talking about like going up to camp and we're kind of looking at the conditions that we have and guesstimating how long we're going to have, Mitch is kind of saying, I'm going to be good to go with 3. It feels like if I just got 3 hours of solid rest down here, maybe not in this
You gotta
room.
say, can we leave this room?
Yeah, I don't want to be near this token in case I roll over and like roll on top of it. So maybe let's go up to the last room we were in, kind of post up in a corner, get 3 hours of rest. That'll make me the weakness that he's feeling right now. Like just the thought of swinging a sword is making him exhausted. So
Yeah, you would know that once an hour you're enfeebled.
Okay.
Rank.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
you would
I don't know how that works,
yeah, I mean, I guess that's not what you would say, but
right.
you would know it to be true that your strength will slowly return to you.
Well, actually, let's go lock ourselves in the armory.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, into the hidden armory.
Yep.
Very smart.
Okay.
All right, so you guys go into the hidden armory, and you wait there for 4 hours. I need everybody to make a perception check during this, 4-hour rest you're going to take down here.
Oh, hello.
Is it at the end of the 4 hours or at the beginning?
Just ongoing, single check. Who rolled high?
I got a 24.
25.
24, and then Lindsay got a 25.
Okay, moving on. So
in this
Did
4
we do?
hours,
I'm sorry. Did anybody else? Kurtal is still. He's only at 27 out of 63 HP and doesn't have any potions. Can we do another
with a
medicine
full-
check or two?
with a 4-hour rest, I'm assuming, especially with the flames focus spell that Sirio's got, I think everyone's HP is filled at this point. After that, I'm not worried about it.
Scares me.
We've got some doomed conditions that the party carries, and everyone's stupefied 3. And spell slots, I think, are starting to dwindle a little bit. Although, I don't think Sirius had to burn that many, come to think of it. And,
yeah, I have 2 level 1s and 1 level 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so enfeebled
wounded
is gone.
conditions are gone.
Mitch is going to talk to Kratala, seeing like, so we can tell that he's doomed too, right? Like that's kind of
Well, yeah, I think Ritala, is very obviously in a weird state right now, as
so
you all are. I can't imagine the exhaustion of the party.
So Mitch is just going to approach Kratala real quick and be like, hey, I didn't see anything that happened in that room. I think we were all in some crazy shit there. But you look like crap. Like, why don't you either hang back or let me engage anything that's looking ugly before you're coming in?
And he just kind of 1,000-yard stares, right? And if I looks at you, he's like, yeah, man, that's cool.
All right.
I feel like Kritala is a young soul and is for the first time really being introduced to how bad things can be. I mean, is that maybe accurate?
Yeah, I think so. I think most of the things that he's done right prior to this has all been more, serious, but it was more athletics based, right? And he was absolutely better than almost everyone, but this is a totally different thing for him. So
you're in the professional league now.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
this is
Whoa, are you saying pro wrestling is fake, Mike?
What?
It's real to me.
Katala never said that. He would never break kayfabe like that.
Mitch does, finish this little pep talk with a fist bump and a united front. Let's do this.
Do you guys have a united front, like, handshake? Or
I think it's like the chest bump and then the just pretty simple.
Yeah, maybe that is the chest bump, or maybe we do the old forearm smash, like
or like the chest to chest thing.
Oh yeah, like that. Let's do the chest to
Smash
chest
chest,
thing,
yeah.
like that.
Okay,
That's awesome.
It happens. It looks beautiful.
Would you take some bludgeoning damage from my armor, please? Sorry.
Oh boy! All right.
Ow.
So you've got two staircases that you haven't followed. Maybe they lead to the same place. Maybe they don't. You've got a staircase that exits this Chamber of Arches where you fought the shadows, and you've got a staircase that leads down from that initial chamber that had the leaves and the offering bowl. How do you want to proceed?
I think let's take the one off the chamber that the shadows are in.
Yeah, the one right in front of us. Let's just do that.
I'm going to assume that my sword, and Mitch actually has taken out the flaming Oroka sword in lieu of his normal sword.
You begin ascending the stairs out of the Chamber of Arches, and the stairs, as you can see, they have halfway up. They change directions off to your right. It's still pitch black in here. I assume you're rolling perception checks. You're doing all of these things.
I've got light on the sword. Yeah.
Yeah, light on the sword. You turn the corner. You ascend up that second row of stairs.
We're going
here's
up,
what
okay.
you see.
So right now, marching order is Mitch, Dry, Hoot. I'm assuming actually Neela and Lindsay would be mixed in there as well.
So this is a large chamber. This long room has a high vaulted ceiling 20 feet above the floor. Near the northern end of the west wall, a staircase leads up. Near the southern end, another stair leads down. You're coming up through that southern end. At the south end of the room, near where you emerge into the room, a low dais is carved with spiky writing around its base, and it bears a towering, abstract statue made of more than a dozen stone orbs, all stacked on each other in some geometric, abstract pattern. Several of the orbs have openings in them that show that they are hollow, with flames burning within them, almost like they're bowling balls, but the holes in them are bigger than your fingers. And as you look down into these holes, you can see that there's fire burning within some of these orbs.
Oh, that's wild.
But not all of them. Just some of them have
Some
fire.
of them are solid, some of them are not.
Does that create enough light to see without light sources?
Some light emits from this, but it's dim light.
Okay.
So
So
there
it's
would be
like light
partial concealment if that's all you relied on.
Okay.
You guys kind of file into this room. You're all standing against this wall, I'm picturing. What do you do?
Nobody touch anything.
Dry's gonna. What's on the what's the thing in the dice right there? What is that? Do we know? Can I?
Text,
that.
you mean?
Yeah, like can any of us read what that says?
Or is it the same as what was on those coins in that altar?
Yeah, so this purple thing you're seeing depicted on the map is the statue, the abstract Orby statue, right? But as far as the text and stuff on there, I'll take a occultism or a religion check.
Lindsay rolled a 26 occultism.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's taken me. Did you apply stupefied to Lindsay?
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, so 24.
23.
So 24.
No, stupefied 3, so 23.
Oh, you're sorry.
Oh, yeah, 23. Sorry.
Anyone higher than that? Anyone got a religion check?
Yeah, I only did 22 occultism.
No, I'm just not trained in any of these.
All right, well, let's skip this exposition too.
You guys just rolling through. Here's what Lindsay says. She's looking at it. She gets a little closer, right? She's kind of here, right? She walks toward it. She's squinting her eyes. She can't quite make it out. And then her eyes light up and she turns to you all. And she says, "It's Aklo."
Oh.
And then she says, "Who's Yog-Sothoth?"
That doesn't sound good.
Religion check, everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
Who Yog Saran is. Does that count?
You realize we're stupefied, right?
Yeah, I don't know why you keep making us roll these things. Oh, it's a nat 20, though.
Hey, there we go. That might be what we need.
What?
Thank God.
Hey! Oh my God! No more failing forward.
Finally.
It's about time.
Oy, oh,
That was on the expensive die from St. Louis.
Here's
we
the
go.
thing, so we kind of had a moment between us just then of happiness that someone rolled a high dice, right? The exact opposite happens in the pit of Dry Colmay's stomach. Because he knows who Yog-Sothoth is. You know that Yog-Sothoth is, along with some others, one of the greatest of the outer gods. In appearance, he is said to be a collection of iridescent spheres, brilliant foaming bubbles that constantly expand and collapse upon themselves. He has other manifestations as well, including the lurker on the threshold, a mass of black tentacles that endlessly writhe, reach, and grow, and a mysterious humanoid figure hidden behind a shimmering veil. Yog-Sothoth embodies all of space and time. He exists in all places and in all moments simultaneously. Paradoxically, however, he is unable to manifest in the mortal universe unless summoned, a magical act that almost always results in untold destruction. He is known as the Key, and he is known as the Gate, and magicians and cults research him in an effort to master time and space. Fortunately, his worship is not widespread, but some of those who have delved deep into his secrets describe him as an ambivalent figure, rather than a malevolent one, who guards cosmic secrets and makes them accessible to those who dare ask for them. Yog-Sothoth reveals the true nature of the universe, but this is a thing that once seen cannot be unseen, and wise mortals turn aside from Yog-Sothoth's offer of cosmic knowledge in favor of a more mundane existence. So Lindsay, she kind of turns back to you. She's like, "Yog-Sothoth? Who's Yog-Sothoth?" Dry, your fucking heart falls out of your chest, figuratively. The rest of you feel also something akin to that, because as Dry and Lindsay's eyes have met and as they're communicating, the statue that Lindsay's looking at comes to life.
God damn it.
Well,
Nice.
we knew it was going to.
I was about to ask, what the fuck is Dry reading on the weekends? Like, if he like has
Right?
this
It's got a
kind
very
of knowledge.
eclectic. It's got a big
Dude.
book,
No
a big,
shit.
A big bookcase.
This is a large statue. The token that I've chosen for this
Holy.
does not really match the motif of what I've, described to you, but this is a huge creature, this statue. It's a 3x3 token, and Lindsay's in melee with it.
Of course she is.
Let's just mix it up a little bit. Let's have a
Listeners,
little
that
fun,
wasn't us. We didn't do that.
Let's have a little fun together, everybody. Come on, hey, roll for initiative.
Let's yeah.
This thing's attacking. These orbs are beginning to circle and spin around some kind of unseen nucleus in the middle of this thing.
I was rolling so well for the skill checks, man. The skill checks were
Brad,
bomb
look at
tonight.
you. How's Mitchell?
That is since I'm still stupefied, that is a 10.
The stupefied lower your initiative checks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Kritala.
25.
Dracolme.
23.
How are you guys doing that?
We know how to roll dice.
Sirio.
So stupefied lowers your initiative.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
It dropped my perception anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would lower your initiative check.
Okay.
Perception-based initiative check.
30.
Whoa! Is that a natural 20?
19.
Nice.
Okay. I will roll for Neela, who's
Lindsay rolled
way
this.
outmatched. She's bringing up the rear.
Lindsay rolled this 12.
I just had a thought. I just looked to confirm I was rolling a d20 and not a d12. I am rolling a d20.
Rolling a D2.
Well, spoiler alert, this statue's going to be rolling a lot of d12s, I think, here pretty soon. Sirio, it is your turn.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to know the secrets of the universe. So maybe we can talk to this thing, maybe?
Yes.
I was thinking.
Well, I don't know if you know what Dry knows, though. I mean, Dry is, all about you.
I'm gonna see Sirio start to talk and just kind of shake my head and look at him. Like, no.
But yeah, so we've got a couple religious imagery. We've got a couple religious images down here now. We've got this pharasma etched into the seal. We've got this Yog-Sothoth business. The language on this statue matches the language on the rubbing you guys made up above. So what's going on here? Who can know? Maybe you guys will never find out.
Yeah, because we're gonna die in here.
Because you're gonna
Probably.
Because we're gonna die.
I'm sorry,
in here.
but back to Sirio. Sirio, I'm sorry, man. We've caused another discussion to occur. What do you do?
All right, so to start it off, since I'm pretty close to this thing, I'm going to just take a double move and get as far away from this thing as I can to the opposite corner of the room. I guess I'll do a move and then a guidance and then a move. I'm going to put guidance on Kritala there.
Oh, smart. Okay.
Very good.
All right. Move, guidance, move from the king. Kritala, the king, has given you guidance. What do you do?
The king's blessing.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
So Kritala takes that as a hint that he should step forward, get in melee with this guy, and then he's gonna try to trip him.
Yes.
Oh. Do you have Titan Wrestler?
Yep.
Okay, because this is the first time where it would matter, because Titan Wrestler allows you to do 2 size categories larger than you.
Yeah. So at level 2, I took Wrestler Dedication for a class feat, and that gives you a free feat of Titan Wrestler. So I do have it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice
Oh,
choice.
let's see here. I believe that's a 31.
Ooh, a 31. That is a success.
Not a critical.
That's incredible. This thing is huge. It's
Right.
9 by 9 and probably just as tall or more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean,
You said 31?
15 by 15?
Yeah, 31.
Yeah, 31.
That is a critical success.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
critical success.
There we go. There we go.
Gets,
Ball damage,
you
giant.
get his
Was that
flaming balls all tangled up around
Is
each
it a
other.
1d6 of damage?
Yeah, D6 of damage, and he goes prone.
Yeah.
Nice
So
job,
two
Kritala.
damage and
2
got
damage.
one move left. So let's do a claw attack with the map. This is just a regular.
I don't think you went stance, though.
No, but I did flurry maneuvers. I still have an unarmed attack.
Okay, so you're doing an armed attack. not
Yeah,
full
it'll
attack.
be a 2d6 instead of 2d8 if I hit.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a natural 18 plus 10, so
Whoa,
28.
nice.
Whoa. That'll hit.
Yeah, let's go 2d6 plus 4 on the damage. That will be 8 plus, so 12 damage.
12
Wow.
damage.
There we go.
And just
Got
to...
some interesting news for you.
Oh, is it?
So the trip damage did not go through.
Oh, no.
And a very small portion of that 12 damage went through on this thing.
Oh, no. And as a good reminder to everybody, Kritala is doomed too.
Doomed to.
So if this thing, with its high attack bonus, trits and kills Kritala, I believe that permanently kills Kritala, correct?
If this thing hits Kritala, crits him, and that crit takes you to 0,
Yep.
Kritala does die permanently.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about where we're at. And the rest of the party, you all die at dying 3, except Mitch, who dies at dying 4.
Wow,
So this is
fantastic
this is
news.
dangerous.
Fantastic.
So, well,
guy.
at least I took one action from this guy in his next turn before he kills me. So that's fun.
I will live 1 turn longer than you guys.
Give you run. Just run.
I'll be
Anything else
dead.
from Kritala?
No, that was it.
Okay. Dry Colmay.
Dry Colmay is going to do a few things. He's going to right away hunt prey. That's the first thing he's doing. And then he's going to take a move action. Because he's going to put space in between him and whatever that thing is. And then my third action, I'm just going to shoot. Is that right? That's 3 actions, right?
Yeah.
That's a 30 on the die. Not on the die,
Ooh.
but it's a 30.
That'll hit.
The roll for damage. Yeah, that's 12.
Okay, 12 damage. Yeah, not much of that got through. Okay.
What's this guy you got DR against?
It's the giant living statue's turn. Donnie, you and I both made a course of decisions that have led to this point.
Yeah. Agreed.
The giant animated statue stands up.
You haven't made all your choices. You could be done making bad choices, Mike. You can make good choices now. You could surrender.
Oh, well, yes, I could. The giant animated statue will grab Kritala, or at least attempt. Athletics check versus your reflex difficulty class. Are we ready?
I am.
32.
Yeah, that gets me.
You just
But
got
not
snatched.
critically. Not critically.
So he grabs you
Yep.
as his second action. As his third action, he lifts your body up and he grinds it down into one of the open, fiery orbs.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Burn alive. The statue grinds a creature it has grabbed into the red-hot coals. You take 3d8 fire damage and 1d8 persistent fire damage.
Ooh.
It's a weird gimmick match he's found himself in.
17 damage initially.
Damn. All right.
17 damage. And you're still grabbed, but you're back in your same square. So it's like this weird action. You just watch as Kritala is just jammed into this sphere. And
Like
then
he's-
is placed back.
Like he's mashing out a cigarette in an ashtray and then
That's what I was
Stuck on the
visualizing too.
ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
But that's the end of the statue's turn. Lindsay.
Lindsay is going to inspire courage.
Yes.
La, 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 la. And then she's going to roll a bardic lore check.
Okay.
And she's going to try and figure out if there's ever, like, she's going to page through her memory of songs to find out if a song has ever been written about a creature like this and how it was defeated.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the giant animated statue Rondo. Yes, of course. Yeah, roll it.
It's a 19 on the die plus
Oh, you've got it.
whatever.
You've got
what's
it.
her bardic lore? Yeah, plus 6, so 25.
Yeah, this is a giant animated statue, as I've alluded to a couple of different times. They can come in many forms, but they all have a consistent set of abilities, which include this burn alive chicanery that it can do. She knows that it's got ranged and melee capabilities. What do you want to know about this thing? You want
How to hurt it.
about
How to beat it. I don't care about its friends, its family. I want to know how to kill it.
Okay, so this thing has construct armor. It's a construct. Like normal objects, a giant animated statue has hardness. This hardness reduces any damage it takes by an amount equal to the hardness. In this case, it has hardness 10, DR10. Once a giant animated statue is reduced to less than half of its hit points, or immediately upon being damaged by a critical hit, its construct armor breaks. Its AC then becomes reduced and the DR goes away. And you look at this thing and you see that there is armor on this guy. And you know that if you can get this dude to half HP, or if someone can land a critical hit on it, that hardness 10 is going to go away. And that's what Lindsay knows.
God damn, if we had a house rule, we could turn a hit into a crit. We could break the shit out of this
That would be
encounter.
fan-fucking-tastic, wouldn't it?
Okay. Lindsay's got one action left. What? Hey, I know. Have her stab him with the dagger.
Hey, Mike.
Turn it into a crit. Fuck yeah. Do that. Oh, she's an NPC. She can't super
Yeah,
check.
yeah. We're gonna move Lindsay straight backwards, away from the statue, because she doesn't need to be in combat with it.
Okay.
She's standing next to Dry, like, do you believe this shit?
Hey, say that as Lindsay. I want to hear that.
Dry, do you believe this shit that's going on? How did this thing end up in here? What are we doing?
I love it. Okay. Mitchell.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so I like to give excuses for my shitty dice rolling. I think Mitch probably came down here, saw this construct, like this marvel of engineering, and he's like, that's really cool. And then so he rolled really shitty then. I'm just going to take a step up to the construct here.
To the streets.
2 hands on my sword right now. Is he wearing any armor, or is he wielding a weapon?
So he doesn't have weapons or armor per se. He's got this construct armor dealy, but that's not really the type of armor that you can tamper with. It's more just because it's not armor. It's just
You just said it was armor. You said
It's
it was
like a
construct
stone
armor.
armor. He doesn't have gear. It's just a stone armor that you can break.
But it would be something I could definitely tamper with.
No. I don't think you can tamper with his arm. What are you trying to just tamper with his...
It's a mechanical construct. If there's anything Mitch would tamper with, it's a mechanical construct.
Oh, all right. You've convinced me. You can tamper with his armor.
I'm going to tamper with his armor.
Oh, okay. Make a crafting check.
Which is going to fail because I'm stupefied.
The reflex DC, that's what it's against?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Okay, that's a good roll, but I am stupefied, so that's a 27 adjusted.
Okay, all right. I'm not sure this has ever happened before in the history of the game, but an inventor has tampered with construct armor, and
How is that so hard to believe?
I don't know. I'm having trouble. But I'm with you. I'm with you, and I like to say yes. So I've said yes to you. What happens? Do you go flat-footed or what?
If you tamper with the armor hampers the enemy's movements, making the enemy flat-footed and inflicting a negative 10-foot penalty to its speed.
It's a great move. He's flat-footed now, which will make him easier to crit.
Yes. So last action, I'm going to do what Mitch does best, and I'm going to roll for an attack.
Okay.
Got those crit cards out.
So at this point, you've got one hand on the sword, I would think, because you had to release a hand to tamper.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a natural 4.
Oh, okay. That is that's a critical fail on the attack roll. Yeah, I couldn't get that to a. Yeah, that's a miss. Okay, that's going to take us to Neela, and Neela is going to look to all of you, and she's just going to be like, this abomination, this creature. Ah! And she runs toward it, right into the corner. She's got Kritala to her right, Mitchell to her left, and with her mundane little trident that she made herself when she became a teenager, she's going to attack a living statue in the form of the deity Yog-Sothoth. And she's going to fucking miss huge.
Don't forget Inspire Courage.
Subject to the multiple attack penalty, she's going to miss huge again. Top of round 2, Sirio.
Well, at this point, I'm too far away to do stuff.
Can't you throw a fireball at it?
What?
It would obliterate the entire area
Yeah.
with all the players.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's going for.
Right.
All right, so on my first turn, I went way too far away from this thing, and I cannot hit it with any of my abilities. So I'm going to use my first action to move up right next to Lindsay. So we're like in a nice little line here, and produce flame against this construct.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's an at 20.
Yes. There it is. There it is.
I'm
That's
so
an at
happy
20.
for you. Its armor breaks.
Hell yeah.
Its hardness goes to 0, and its armor class drops, and I guess the flat-footed condition goes away because its armor's gone. I don't know what to do with this.
I've had my
Tamper
hardness go
the
to 0
construct
before.
armor. Let's tamper it. Well, it's gone now.
You can make pills for that.
Let's get some damage.
All right, so the level 3 cantrip, produce flame on a crit, that's going to do 6d4.
Ooh, yeah, it is. Ooh. 64 plus 8, I imagine.
That is 24 fire damage,
Nice.
and it also does 1d4 persistent fire damage.
Okay.
Crit card?
Okay.
Crit card, yeah.
Crit card?
Oh, yeah, let's get you a crit card.
Oh, a crit card. On a spell or bomb. Devastating strike, triple damage. The target is stunned 1.
There we go.
There
we
it
go.
is.
This is
Get
where
yourself
turn.
another 2d4.
3d4 here.
3d4.
That's another 11 fire damage.
Oh, that's amazing.
And did you
Nice.
add 4 to that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And he's stunned 1. He'll only get 2 actions next round. Which could save Kritala's life. Anything else from Sirio before we move on?
Nope, that's all 3.
Kritala, you are grabbed,
Yeah.
immobilized, and flat-footed currently.
And so if I'm grabbed, I'm not able to trip. I can just do unarmed strikes or escape checks, right?
I think you can't take move actions, but otherwise you can do... If something has the manipulate action trait, I think you have to make some kind of flat check. I don't
That's
know why
it.
you couldn't trip him.
Okay. Well, let's, we're going to do flurry of maneuvers. Well, I guess I can go into my stance now, right?
Sure.
If I'm grabbed? Okay, so yeah, we'll go into stance.
Yeah.
We'll do a flurry of maneuvers. We'll start with the trip.
Okay.
And that will be 13 plus, let me see, with all these conditions. Okay, it's going to be a 27
There
for
we
the
go.
trip.
He will go prone.
All right, so he'll be flat-footed for this strike.
That used to release you.
Yeah, used to, yeah, back in the good old days. That's going to be a total of 20.
20,
Oh, Inspire Courage is going on, 21?
Yep.
Yeah.
21. Because of the flat-footed condition, that will hit.
Nice.
Nice. 2d8 plus 4, here we go. Ooh, good roll. 13, 17 slashing.
Nice.
I mean, that's pretty good. You punch this thing in one of its orbs, man, and it
Right in the orb.
Right in
one
the
of its
orb.
unarmored orbs.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate when you have so many orbs to get punched.
Right,
I
exactly.
know. He's all orbs. This guy. He's all orbs.
And third action, we'll do another Aranum strike. Just fishing for a crit.
Fuck it.
Probably not going to get that one. That's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a miss. All right, that'll do it for... Oh, and 1d8 fire.
You take a D8 of fire. Yeah, let me roll that out for you.
He gets a flat check to get rid of that too, right?
Okay, that is 7 damage.
Ouch.
And yeah, make a DC 15 flat check to see if the persistent fire goes out.
18.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
You know, from starting grabbed, that was a really damn good turn.
Yeah, we're
Despite all that flammable baby oil in your hair, that fire
right?
goes out.
It's lucky. Got really lucky with that. But I am still grabbed at this point, correct?
I think the grab. Yeah, let me see.
We're just
here.
a big
Let me
pot. We're just a big dog pile on the ground at this point.
you are grabbed until the end of the construct's next turn,
Okay.
and it is his turn. And the first thing that he does is he's going to burn you alive again. He's going to jam you back into the fire.
Oh, because I'm still grabbed. He doesn't have to roll. He can just do that.
Yeah, you're still grabbed.
Oh, nice. All right.
That's so messed up.
It is, really.
10 damage to Kritala.
And do I get persistent damage again?
And the persistent damage is put back on you. Yeah, to tick again at the end of your next turn. And then, against your flat-footed armor class, from prone, this thing is going to hit you with its stone fist.
He's going to try to hit Kritala with his stone
sure.
fist.
I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the modifier while I said that. You're right. Okay. Donnie, I don't know how much HP your character has. I haven't been keeping track. I'm cognizant of the fact that this could go quite poorly.
It's gonna be fun.
How big is
Okay.
that fist from a 9x9 creature? Like, that's like a
I've seen bigger.
basketball, right? Beach.
All right. Okay, Donnie,
Yeah.
I'm going to write down the result of this roll.
Motherfucker.
I'll tell you what.
What'd you
Sir,
roll?
it ain't low.
Well, I tell you what.
Why don't we just talk about it next time?
All right.
Ah, come on.
Damn
Why
it.
Tell
don't
us.
we just talk about
Donnie,
it?
turn your camera off.
Turn your camera off.
Why don't we just talk